Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kelsey Anderson trolls dad's Golden Bachelorette striptease. Mark Anderson was one of the Golden Bachelorette suitors on the Bear It All for Cancer group date. He shared his daughter's trolling reaction to him stripping down. The fan-favorite contestant also shared an unexpected secret on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. Kelsey Anderson's dad is a huge Swiftie, though not as much as Jen Tran. Mark Anderson trolled by daughter after Golden Bachelorette striptease. Sexy knows no age. That's the message the Golden Bachelorette sent in the latest episode. Joan Vassos took some of her suitors on a group date that required them to perform stripteases. The men were given pointers from the real-life Chippendales. The professional male dancers shows the reality stars some moves that are sure to get the blood flowing. The date wasn't just for entertainment purposes, though. The men were part of the Stand Up to Cancer initiative. But seeing older men striptease on TV isn't for everyone, and especially not for the men's children. Golden Bachelorette fan favorite Mark Anderson took to his Instagram to share his daughter's reaction to the racy date. A voice can be heard saying, Dad, as camera zooms into Mark's performance as a firefighter. Guest star Caitlin Bristow declared Kelsey Anderson's dad a DLF. I don't know, but that almost sounded a little judgmental to me, he captioned the video. Many of his fans commented on Kelsey trolling her dad's striptease. Kelsey Anderson clears the air. Kelsey Anderson took to the comments to defend her reaction. But it wasn't her reacting. She revealed that it was actually her sisters sounding embarrassed by their dad. PSA: my dad has other kids, haha, this is my sister Jordan. The Anderson kids weren't the only ones disturbed by the thought of their dads as Chippendale dancers. Pascal Ibe shared his daughter's horrified reaction. Kelsey Anderson had always known her dad, Mark Anderson, was full of surprises, but she never expected him to drop jaws across the nation, quite literally, on national television. When the Golden Bachelorette cast was announced, Kelsey figured it would be an entertaining experience for her dad, a retired dentist who'd always been a charming mix of proper and quirky. But nothing could have prepared her for the moment Mark's big surprise was revealed in the latest episode, a striptease that left everyone in stunned silence. When Kelsey got wind of the performance, she had to see it for herself. She found the episode on the streaming platform, got her snacks ready, and hit play. The cringe began immediately as her dad, dressed in an unassuming suit, complete with a bow tie, took center stage during a talent showcase segment. At first, it looked like he might play it safe, perhaps pull out a few corny jokes, or even tap into his rusty ballroom dancing skills. But then, the unexpected happened. Kelsey's eyes widened as the music shifted into a sultry beat, and Mark began unbuttoning his shirt, one slow, deliberate motion at a time. The women, including Joan Vassos, the Golden Bachelorette herself, had a mix of shock and amusement plastered on their faces. His fellow contestants erupted into laughter and hollered encouragement, seemingly getting into the spirit of the performance. "Oh no, Dad. What are you doing?" Kelsey muttered to herself, barely able to contain her disbelief. She couldn't look away, both horrified and fascinated by the sight of her 65-year-old father swiveling his hips like he was auditioning for a Vegas review. As Mark ripped off his bow tie with exaggerated flair and tossed it into the audience, Kelsey's snack went forgotten in her lap. And then it happened. Mark yanked open his shirt, revealing a glittering golden vest beneath, the kind usually reserved for male dancers in cheesy nightclub routines. The studio audience cheered, and Joan, trying her best to remain composed, clapped politely. One of the younger contestants, sensing that Mark's stunt was golden material, whipped out his phone and captured it all in slow motion. When the performance ended, Mark struck a pose, chest puffed out and arms raised in triumphant glory. The audience gave him a standing ovation, and while the laughter was all in good fun, Kelsey knew she had a golden opportunity of her own. She immediately logged onto social media, where the internet had already begun to explode with clips of the striptease. Twitter, in particular, was flooded with posts ranging from fans' shocked reactions to a multitude of memes featuring Mark's glittery vest. But Kelsey wasn't going to let this viral moment slip by without putting her own spin on things. After all, if anyone was going to troll Mark Anderson, it was going to be his own daughter. She pulled out her phone, opened the camera app, and recorded herself in a perfect deadpan expression. "So, I just watched my dad strip on national television," Kelsey said, her voice monotone. She paused dramatically before continuing, "I'm so proud. A real family legacy in the making." The video cut to a clip of Mark's dance, set to a remix of Pony by Genuine, as Kelsey inserted voiceover commentary. "And here we have Exhibit A, my father reliving his early 20s, apparently. Now, I'd like to believe that this is just some kind of midlife crisis, but considering the glittery vest, I think we've entered full-blown crisis mode." Kelsey's phone started buzzing with notifications. Her friends, of course, were eating this up, but the real surprise was the fans of the Golden Bachelorette, who quickly latched onto her witty trolling. "At Kelsey Anderson wins the internet. Dad dancing goals," one tweet read. Others were even more enthusiastic, commenting on the father-daughter dynamic that had already captured viewers' attention in earlier episodes. Mark had mentioned Kelsey multiple times, painting her as his rock and biggest supporter. Now, fans were getting to see the flip side of that relationship. Kelsey's ability to roast him, lovingly, of course. Kelsey wasn't done. She filmed a follow-up TikTok where she reenacted the striptease herself, minus the glittery vest, while maintaining a perfect poker face. "When you realize your dad's life motto is, if you've still got it, flaunt it," she captioned the video. Within hours, her content had gone viral, accumulating millions of views and endless shares. People loved her sense of humor and her ability to make light of the situation, while also poking fun at herself for being the daughter of the most unexpected showman in Golden Bachelorette history. Of course, Mark eventually found out. While filming for the show was ongoing, and the contestants were largely isolated from the outside world, word about Kelsey's viral trolling managed to make its way back to him through the production crew. One of the show's assistants slipped him a note during breakfast. "Your daughter is trending for trolling your striptease." Mark couldn't help but laugh when he saw the note. He'd always appreciated Kelsey's sharp wit and knew that if anyone could handle this situation with grace, it was her. But deep down, he was also relieved. His performance had been a wild card, a gamble to show Joan that he wasn't just the buttoned-up retiree everyone assumed he was. He could still surprise people, still have fun, and, apparently, still embarrass his daughter, even from across the country. When Mark got a chance, he sent Kelsey a short, playful message. "Guess I haven't lost my touch, huh? You might want to practice your dance moves before coming to visit. I'll teach you a thing or two." Kelsey, naturally, replied with an eye-rolling emoji and the words, "You're not teaching me anything, Dad. Ever." But secretly, Kelsey couldn't help but admire her father's audacity. Embarrassing? Absolutely. But it also showed her that he wasn't afraid to be himself, even in front of millions of viewers. In a way, it made her even more proud, not of the striptease, of course, but of the fact that her dad was embracing life in his own, unpredictable way. And while the glittery vest might be retired after that one infamous performance, Kelsey knew one thing for sure. The Anderson family's unexpected legacy was now sealed, all thanks to Mark's dazzling and slightly horrifying moment in the spotlight.